Okay, it may sound fishy, but I have admittedly been moving at a snail's pace and seemingly napping on the job, waiting for the right spark of inspiration to hatch an idea together for the latest episode of Trials, Trails, and Tastings. But no more horsing around, damn it. I've kicked it into gear. I'm jumping into action and licking my chops now that I've made my picks, and I'm ready to take a swing at providing you some top-notch entertainment. In our almost 3 months of travel, we have covered a lot of ground, even a lot of trees, as you see here. And we've had the privilege of checking out so many beautiful areas in our nation's red, white, and blue. This adventure has taken us to over 11 states, has covered over 10,000 miles to this point, and has involved 11 national parks. So let's begin our climb in the Redwood National and State Parks. In the 1920s, citizens in the state of California began buying land to preserve some of the redwood groves. Parts of these purchases are now 3 of state parks that are located here. In the late 1960s, the federal government purchased from timber companies some of the last sections of old-growth redwood groves, and this became a national park. We stayed in 2 locations to access a couple different areas of these parks. The first location was at Humboldt Redwood State Park, right off the Avenue of the Giants Highway. We did the Drury-Cheney Trail. This place was magical. As you can see, these trees are massive, not larger in volume than sequoias, but taller. They are so impressively cool, and walking through the lush forest floor and towering trees was simply a spiritual experience. The second half of our stay to this national park was at Chinook RV Resort, right on the Eel River in Klamath, California. From there, we had easy access to the Prairie Creek Redwood Park, where we hiked the James Irvine Trail and the Clintonia Loop. This was a much more arduous hike than Drury-Cheney, so we earned those sandwiches. From Chinook, we also had easy access to the rocky and black sand Northern California coast that we enjoyed exploring with our traveling friends Boyd, Katie, Mav, and Bean that we met at a previous Harvest Host stay. We set up shop for a quick overnight stay at Hummingbird Estates Winery in Central Point, Oregon, where Denise's father is from. A stop at Harry and David's and watching the sun rise over Mount McLaughlin made it all worth it. It was then on to Rocky Point Resort on the beautiful Upper Klamath Lake as our base for accessing Crater Lake. Crater Lake had been removed from our initial itinerary when we thought it was closed until June due to snowfall, but our travel buddies told us otherwise. As you can see, there was still plenty of snow, but enough had been cleared to access 1 mile of the rim road, which still afforded us the opportunity to be blown away by the incredible sight and unique azure blue of this nearly 2,000-foot deep lake that only gets its water source from rain and snow, as there is no tributaries in or out. Simply stunning. We kept a close eye on the amazing weather we were having during another Harvest Host overnight visit at Day Winery in Willamette Valley in anticipation of our time ahead in Bandon, Oregon and Coos Bay to enjoy the Oregon coast and to play Bandon Dunes Golf Course. The Bandon Dunes experience was one of my favorite golf rounds ever. The rugged sand dunes, the course design, impeccable golf conditions, and the non-stop coastal views blanketed with these brilliant yellow flowering bushes is something Denise and I will never forget. If you are a golfer, put it at or near the top of your bucket list. Bandon itself is such a cool little coastal town that you should visit if in the area. We got the best shrimp and crab sandwich and clam chowder at the Bandon Fish Market, bought amazing Kalamata olive sourdough bread at a farmer's market, and visited Coastal Miss Chocolate Shop to get some amazing chocolates. The entire Oregon coast in this area is absolutely fascinating. We spent some time exploring the scenery and marine life on the beach at Cape Arago State Park, as well as got to see and hear some seals and sea lions at the Simpson Reef Overlook right next door to Cape Arago State Park. And since we're talking marine life, I wanted to share with you the coolest structures made of discarded ocean plastic. It was inspiring to see someone make such a beautiful thing out of such a destructive reality. And with that, remember that love makes the world go round, so give a hoot and don't pollute. It'll be a brighter tomorrow for all of us if you do. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.